what's going on.
Well, this is going to be in the downtown Los Angeles area. It is a pursuit, and it is a very dangerous one for a lot of reasons. The driver is wanted for homicide, suspected homicide. That vehicle is stolen.
Good morning.
We've seen this vehicle crash already twice. There you go. Is it still
Right as we go live, there's a wreck.
Right there, you can see it making its move. Now, we are not allowed to get into that LAPD area.
Right as we go live, there's a crash in the intersection.
Continuing on, the officers
A murder suspect on the day that O.J. Simpson passes away.
Actually in pursuit. That vehicle continuing on now by its.
Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Nutty Gang? Welcome back. Welcome in. Late night chase last night, just getting going this morning. Seeing the news that the white Bronco driver himself has passed away. Have another murder suspect on the loose here in Los Angeles. I'm going to run that back just for people that are joining us a little late. Right as we go live, right here, there's going to be an accident.
Well, this is going to be in the downtown Los Angeles area. It is a pursuit.
What's up, everybody?
It's a very dangerous one for a lot of reasons. The driver's wanted for homicide.
Yep, chase was this morning as we head towards a bus. Cops come in, and then we have a T-bone in the middle of the intersection. At least it appeared to be at slow speeds. That bus, that giant metro bus, providing a screen in a way so that the driver in the passing lane couldn't see the oncoming suspect going through the intersection. Now it's turned into a soda can on us.
One unit stopping by to make sure that those people, the civilians, are okay. But you can see it right there. We're going to keep the best eye on it that we can.
All right, Stu is on the call here for Sky Fox. They are stuck in a temporary flight restriction, so it might be in and out.
Several accidents, two that we saw before we went live, and then that one that we just saw just moments ago.
What's up, everybody? Just getting going here this morning, 11:37 a.m. here on the West Coast. BT Russell, shout out to you. Appreciate you. Cruising along here, homicide suspect in South LA got into an accident in the intersection.
Oh, so scary. You could see the oncoming traffic crossing the lane right there as that vehicle in pursuit is kind of hidden by the trees.
No, not a white Bronco today, I'm afraid, even though it is the 30th anniversary season of it. But there's the chase. You can see the front left is smoking after that accident. Probably got some tire rub with the fender bent in there a little bit, and probably
that vehicle actually hit a couple of other things before we went live, so there's definitely going to be damage to the front of that car. There's no doubt about it.
3 stars is the want on this one for
driving is just
homicide suspect.
Because you just want to see this
people on the street cruising along here still. Probably has to be an ejectocito at some point. This car is absolutely wrecked. Now we're on the wrong side of the road.
This is going to be westbound on the. I'm going to actually bring up that information for you right there. It's going to be westbound on Slauson, coming up on Western. Let's see if he's going to try. He's still continuing on. So he's going to continue on westbound as this pursuit's going to make its way away from us right now. We're definitely going to keep an eye on it, keep an ear on it, and do what we can to get the shot for you, as it would be. Bringing up that information. We're going to bring up that speedometer as well, but right now the speedometer probably not going to be that good of information. Making another turn right now, and it looks like we're going to be going northbound, but we're staying in that South Los Angeles area.
Yeah,
worst place to be for police chases, as there is a temporary flight restriction overhead, LAX airspace. Planes is where planes come into land.
St. Andrews now making a turn back towards us. Now we get to actually see some of that damage on that vehicle.
Wrecked.
You can see
front left.
Front end caved in right there. That front wheel's probably what's smoking. It's probably rubbing against something on the car. Now that driver, that's part of the issue. Wanted for homicide, running from officers.
What's up, everybody? Yep, got ourselves a little chase this morning. I am Greg or D, dropping 5 tier 1 subs into the chat. Everyone say what's up to our new friend I am, and Kaioken as well. Some of our generous community members in here, even on a replay. Appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for your contributions. You keep subbing, we'll keep doing them.
The only positive right now is that vehicle's moving very, very slowly, probably because of all the damage.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it seems like, and that's what it exactly looks like. The car's just pushing its way to not stop, right? Barely hanging on there. That vehicle's going to give up much.
Still cruising along. Feels like we're going to bail here. We're in the middle of what looks like a parking lot.
There is one suspect possibly in this vehicle wanted for homicide.
Right in the heart of it, Slauson Avenue.
Definitely, that's what we know. We also heard
Slauson
them
will
say
take
that the
you
vehicle
all the way
is
to
stolen
Commerce
as
Casino.
well.
Did
So
you know
those
that?
are, it's two very serious
Commerce
offenses.
Casino,
Making his way through that food
pretty
truck
much
parking
all the
lot
way
out there.
to like
Whenever
Playa
you
del
get
Rey,
into any
Playa
kind of
Vista.
parking lot situation, I'm always hoping that
Take
they
that
just
a
keep
long
going.
way.
Nobody gets hurt, because sometimes, especially somebody desperate like this, there's always that possibility that driver, that suspect.
ETM 117 just dropped 10 subs into the chat. W's in the chat for our new friend ETM. Thank you, my friend. I'm sure the ad complainers will thank you as well.
And again, it looks like, hopefully, we're going to be making our way out of this parking lot. When we saw that car earlier on, what is this guy?
Oh God.
Look at that.
Oh God, that was almost another T-bone. This one's in a parking lot. Thankfully, he has an opportunity to switch it up.
That car is going to be a front-wheel drive, so the drive
We have many,
might be
many
getting out shortly.
generous
If not,
commenters
this pursuit's gonna
here in the
continue.
chat. If you ever see one of them in there, be sure to say hello. And
What's scariest?
Whole point of
is
this is
when
building
people have
community.
nothing to lose, right? So this individual.
Pace
wanted
Jason,
by
what's up?
police
12
for
months in counting.
homicide,
Appreciate you.
potentially. At this
Still
point,
streaming here, still going. Slauson Avenue parking lot, picking up a little bit of speed here as we go. That's not a Denny's, that's an IHOP. We don't do IHOP, we do Denny's.
And that's where dangerous things can
Denny's
happen to
is superior above all. We're really smoking though in that front left. And if it's locked up, which it probably appears to be at this point, if it's locked up, it's going to be really difficult to turn as well.
And they are taking those
That's why it's smoking there. It's probably not turning and it's just friction.
Wherever
We're going
they
into a
may be,
parking space.
we're
This might be
definitely
it.
gonna be very vigilant on what's going on, motions and activities inside that vehicle.
This is
and
not it.
officers' reactions to what is going
Okay.
on. You can see that front tire still smoking. This
D-Runner, remember you can connect your Amazon Prime account for free to the channel. If you guys have Amazon Prime accounts, you want to skip the ads, you can do so by just connecting your Prime. Option is available pretty easily on Twitch.
Why he's staying in this parking lot? This is very. I'm just worried. You've got a lot of people out there. You've got more crowds. They clearly know what's going on. Those lights and sirens.
This guy wants IHOP. Get away from the IHOP.
What's happening here?
We don't cheat on Denny's around here. We're a Denny's only chase. But at least we're in a parking lot. It could be worse. Back in the intersection where all this damage occurred. Now the front left fender is starting to shred. You can see parts of it as debris starts to fly off of it. We're going to lose the rubber here probably soon. Once we lose the rubber, might actually even help the turnability as opposed to a locked up tire, but still going around this parking lot. Front left is still wrecked.
Experts in terms of how to safely get this guy in custody, but you wonder, why doesn't the police kind of cut them off, right?
Look at it. Now we got people in the parking lot that are just standing around watching this. What is wrong with you people?
Law enforcement officials do know what they're doing. They have
There's
a
something
plan.
about
They
police
approach
chases that makes people
everything
want
very
to
sensitively and carefully,
go closer towards
considering
them.
There are innocent people down there, other drivers,
And get
pedestrians
involved with them.
crossing roads,
Why?
in that
What in the
parking
human
lot,
body
not knowing what this driver
made
may
Adam and
do or
Eve
not
eat
do.
the
So
forbidden
it is,
fruit?
you
It's
know,
the
from one
same
point of
gene
view,
that these
kind
people
of,
just have to be close to a
easy
police
to
chase.
Say, hey, why don't you just corner him in the parking lot? But it's not so simple.
Well, we don't know if this person's armed, so that is one of the concerns.
Definitely one of the concerns, and one of the things is policy. LAPD has a lot of policies in place from these pursuits. The public has waited.
And we have
many
another
times
chase going
about
on here,
how
guys.
things are coming to an end.
Not on TV
The
just
fact
yet,
that
but there is another chase
suspects
going
may be
on that
placed
we're
in
going to stay
undue
put for.
danger. And so they put policies into place, and one of those policies is really, truly, they are not going to block in a suspect. They're not going to set up a situation where that suspect is going to have to forcefully push his way out and then create a problem where there is an assault on an officer. So that's one of the reasons why they don't get right in front of the vehicle. Another reason in this case, this driver
We've been in this parking
was a
lot
suspect in a homicide.
forever.
So they don't want to put officers in danger either.
I guess it's fine.
Apparently
There are
may
people
have
still
been
everywhere.
Some sort of shooting at some time or homicide at some time. We don't
Look how
know
many
what
people are
that
standing
is,
around watching
but
this
that
shit, man.
That could mean that this person might try it again. And if those officers block him in, that the suspect gets in
All
a
right,
desperate
people.
situation.
We have another chase going on with media.
They really put a lot of thought
Helicopter. We're going to have to go
into
double
what's
box.
going on when there's chases are happening. And those
I gotta start setting up
Officers
double
from
box here.
LAPD, highly trained. It isn't just what we see where just get behind them and chase them. It is not just that. These officers are trained to handle high tension situations and also scenarios where, like you just said, you can't just block this car in. It would be pretty simple. As you've seen, this guy is really staying here at that Food for Less parking lot. We're going back in there again.
As we circle this parking lot, we're gonna have to go double box.
Continues to make these turns, driving out here, and looks like we might be coming back out onto a major. But amazing how that little car just keeps going.
Oh, almost T-boned him.
Well, this makes me nervous whenever there's potential for the vehicle to go in the opposite direction against other vehicles. But
Two police chase course in Los Angeles, 11:46 a.m. here with Sky Fox. Second chase about to go live.
To stop, right? Pull into a parking spot almost
Mike's
to
coming at us.
give up.
Coming at us.
But we're back into a residential neighborhood now. It's 9:40 in the morning. I mean, people are still kind of
Speeding down 57th Street.
Walking around. This is what gets really scary and dicey.
And it's not like what you see in the movies. As Stu was mentioning, there is protocol in place for a number of reasons, mainly for the public
Kay
safety,
Schroeder, it's
for
Mikey. What's
officer
up?
safety.
Appreciate you guys contributing
And
to
clearly,
the channel.
We all want a resolution to this, obviously, but they have to do it in the best and productive, most
Is
safe
that right?
manner as possible. And there you go.
The other chase is over. Okay, we'll stick with a single box on this one then.
Picking up speed there, even in a disabled car that has hit
Another T-bone at the intersection?
Pursuit so far, entering that intersection where there is a main strip right there, two-way traffic, and making loops at this point, Stu.
He just keeps making these big circles right here, and he was over at that Food for Less parking lot now.
Still doing circles in the same neighborhood around Slauson Avenue. Car still, this red Dodge Charger is still somehow put together. Is this, what's going on here? Is that another, oh, ejectocito.
In this case, he's out and running right now. And you
Oh
can
my
see this
God, this guy hauls
go
ass.
at it there. I almost want to bring up the speedometer, kind of get
Holy crow, look at those strides.
about 15 miles an hour. And of course, underneath
No
the
cop chasing that down.
southbound
That's NFL speed.
Keep an eye on him. LAPD, the helicopters making the calls right
Making
now.
the run for it here. 57th Street, going down an alley on Manhattan Place.
Does he know this neighborhood? Is this where he's from?
Oh
the
my
fence.
God.
He's like a gazelle. And now he's behind this building.
Dude, this guy's got crazy athleticism.
See where he goes? Yep, there he is.
Now we're just running through houses.
Jumping through- they're jumping over
Stay with it,
another
Stu.
fence
Stay with it.
right there.
Make jumping fences like they're hurdles.
This time, maybe that's a taller fence. And now we're between some buildings once again. We did see some officers nearby in that alleyway, but they do not know that this suspect is almost out onto the next street.
There he is, popped out.
Us right now. You can see officers.
Oh, there's cops waiting for him.
And it looks like this is coming to an
Yo,
end after quite a
how
while.
easy
Officers joined
can this guy hop fences? There's spikes at the top of those things.
into custody.
I mean, best case scenario at the moment, although what led up to this has not been a good case scenario
Wow.
at all. We're talking about a homicide suspect here, so obviously a very
Code 4,
serious
people, drop your fours in the
Fortunate that
chat.
they have this individual in custody at this time. And you're watching it right here on Fox 11. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more Good Day Delay coming up.
Okay. That was that. Again, jumping fences in one stride. Just grabbing the top of it, whipping over the top like there is in spikes, some Mortal Kombat bed of spikes down there. If you mess up, made that look easy. But this was not surveillance mode. They had police waiting, pretty much covering the block. And as a result, we are code 4. I'm just going to check the other chase really quickly to make sure that it is complete. We're going to find out here in a second. Stay with me. Still nothing. Code 4. The other chase is code 4. Everyone's in custody according to Scanner Pacific. Scanner Pacific is an account on Twitter that scans. Code 4. Sorry to break it to you guys. But no second chase, no double box today. And on that note, we saw a crash in the intersection. T-bone. We saw ejectocito. We saw driving around a parking lot. Saw front left start smoking, almost a Katy Perry challenge. And ultimately, an arrest. But until next time, if you guys haven't already, turn on your Skywob alerts on Twitter, notifications, or follow the account and turn them on here. It's the best way to be notified in the event that a chase happens again. We had one go super late last night. If you don't have your alerts on, you won't know. No one's going to be hanging around at 2:30 in the morning Eastern time waiting for a chase. So they do occur, as they did last night. The replay is available in the library of videos here on Twitch if you'd like to go watch. It was a dandy, to say the least, as was this one.